My name's Tim, and I'm a Tomaholic. I appreciate you guys coming here tonight with me. I actually wrote down a few things, some really good things about Tom, and then things that frustrate me about Tom. And let me start off with the good, forget the good things. I'm going to do the bad things first. I don't have enough time. Forget that. Just forget that. I wrote down a few things. It'll only take me an hour or so. What time are we going to be out of here? 11? Johnny, you're looking at about 10:30. Before I tell you a couple of things that I want to talk about with Tom, I've written down a couple of questions that I need answered as a Tomaholic. First of all, why have we not had an awards night or a parade for Chris yet? And second, why does Tommy think that sweatpants are in? And last but not least on these questions, but Mom and Dad, why? Just why couldn't you have just skipped him and gone right to Joan and Johnny? You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. On a serious note, I want to tell you a couple of things about Tommy and life lessons. Hanging around Tommy, I've learned a lot of things. One of the things was about what you learn about a person on a golf course. Went to Florida and played golf with my soon-to-be son-in-law Jason one time, and we were in the golf cart, and Jason got in the woods, and he hit a tree with the ball. And Tommy looked at me and he said, "A lot about a person you learn on the golf course." And I said, "Yeah, no kidding." About 3 holes later, Tommy had thrown his club for the 5th time, and Jason came up to me and went, "That's a $500 driver." And I said, "Yeah, Jason, you learn a lot about a guy on a golf course." So, another thing you learn about is Tommy, when it comes to, we own a paintball business. I don't know if everybody knew that, but we owned a paintball business together. And we had this big group in, and they were going to have this massive war, and Tommy goes, "Hey, let's join in on the war." And I thought, great, Vietnam vet. I'm going to learn something. So we put on the camo and we get the mask on and we're all good, and the war starts and Tommy goes, "Really thick bushes over there." And I said, "Okay." So we went into thick bushes and people were going by, and every time I went, "Yeah, right there," he went, "Shh, shh, shh." That was when I learned, work smarter, not harder. Just telling you, these were life lessons for me. Needless to say, we ended up getting caught, but we all know how that goes. Another thing that happened in a life lesson is we went to Florida one time on a trip, and we got stuck in a snowstorm in Florida, believe it or not. On the way back, we ended up at a pancake house. This place was so packed that they ran out of everything. The place, the highway was closed, and it had reached the point where people were being arrogant to the waitresses. Tommy stood up in the middle of a pancake place. And I tell you, no, I don't need to, he's very loud. And he got everybody in that place to shut up, without saying shut up. And he made a point of saying that these people are people like everybody else, and you need to treat them with respect. And I thought, that was really great, and it's another lesson that I've learned about Tom is no matter what he's ever done, he's always had respect for people. And I like that. It means a lot to me. So, I know I'm kind of going back and forth a little here, a little serious, a little humor, but everything about him is that way. The brothers and friends of ours, we used to all fly down to play golf, and this was 10 or 15 years ago, and we used to stay at this place in Rarity Paradise, and we used to have a lot of time, a good time golfing and boating and all that. So one time we were coming back on the plane, and one of the people in the group said, well, I guess it's time to go back into our depressed world and, you know, our reality. And I thought, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as inspiring. Tommy inspires me. I someday are going to live in Tennessee, in a big house, on the water, playing golf, and live the life that he's doing because it inspires me. Needless to say, I do live that life today, and it definitely has inspired me. Unfortunately, what I wasn't looking forward to is, he told me, he said, you're going to live in a place that's called Thomasee. Not Tennessee, Thomasee. And you're going to live in Pomeroy County. You're probably going to live in a subdivision called Tomaco Harbor. And do a lot of boating on Tomaco Lake. I couldn't resist. I'm a Tomaholic. I've been involved with Tom in a lot of things since I moved to Tennessee. I know that he has got a lot of confidence, and I know he's going to succeed. And I love the things that I'm watching him do. And because of that, he continues today to inspire me. If Jimmy wasn't throwing me little nods over here, I'd probably say a lot more, but I know we're on a tight schedule. But no, I just want to tell you,
keep going.
for anyone that's not familiar with our family, this is the longest I've spoke without Johnny or Tommy interrupting me. This is new. I'm in a new area right here. I got Jimmy standing close just in case. You know? They're texting. Okay, Jim. Johnny has to speak. But anyway, I just want to say that I love you, Tom. You inspire me. And I wish you a happy birthday. And thanks for being here today. And I look forward to a bright future with you.